All right, ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing today on this Thursday, February the 10th, 2022? Thank you for joining me here tonight for another metallic episode of Music of Destruction. Bringing you the very best in metal-related content right here on YouTube on the only metal channel you need. If you missed anything in the past week, click the eye in the upper right corner of the screen. Should be popping up. Everything you need to get caught up on all the latest videos is there. If you want me to review anything, make suggestions in the comments section. No slam, deathcore, metalcore, or modern tech death fucking garbage. Remember, subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss anything. This is one of the hardest working metal channels on the platform in the niche of metal, and no one's going to give it to you. It's brutally honest, unfiltered, uncensored, and opinionated as myself. If you like that, you're in the right place. If you don't, click the X and fuck off. Welcome to Top 15 Thursdays here on the channel once again, and tonight I'm excited for another special episode that I'm sure many of you are going to love as well, and I'll be doing similar videos in the future. So tonight I am doing my top 15 metal albums from 1987, and this was another incredible year for metal, and also when a lot of the genres kept shaping themselves and evolving with some of our earliest incantations of death metal, black, doom, and of course thrash, along with some new wave of British heavy metal bands putting out some more releases as well. Alright, so let's just get into it, shall we? Coming in at number 15, we have Testament, The Legacy, released in 1987 on Megaforce Records. I'm not the biggest Testament fan. I do like some of their stuff. This one really stood out for me, their debut. This is a great fucking American thrash metal album with a lot of powerful riffs, great guitar, great drum work, bass work, lyricism, and vocals, and of course great songwriting, awesome artwork on the album, as well as some great fucking meaning and powerful conviction for this one. Testament, one of the legendary bands of thrash metal. As I said, I'm not the biggest Testament fan, but I do appreciate some of their work. Number 15, The Legacy from Testament. Coming in at number 14, Anthrax-Among the Living, released in 1987 on Megaforce Records. American thrash metal, once again, legends of thrash metal, Anthrax-Among the Living. This is one of their most powerful albums in my opinion, one that stuck with me a lot. I really love the guitar work, drums, bass, vocals, production, as well as the lyrical themes and the emotions on this record. I found it to be a very powerful release, definitely one that is going to be going in my collection. I'm very, very happy for Anthrax with Among the Living. This is a great album, number 14. Coming in at number 13, we have Motorhead Rock and Roll, released in 1987 on GWR Records. The legends themselves. This is speed metal meets hard rock with a bit of proto-thrash. Motorhead are legends, man. They had to make this list. This was a less than stellar effort for some people. I think it's kind of in that middle mishmash for me. It's still a great album. I love everything that this album is for what it is. It has its own identity separate from the rest of their discography, in my opinion. It's got some very memorable stuff on it, and it's just a great album overall. Motorhead's Rock and Roll gets number 13. Coming in at number 12, Legends of Power Metal and Heavy Metal, Dio with Dream Evil, released in 1987 on Warner Brothers Records. Heavy power metal from New York, Ronnie James Dio, rest in peace. I miss him all the time. He is my favorite frontman, along with Philip H. Anselmo. Dream Evil is a very powerful record, very surrealistic. It's got some slow, epic metal, some great ballads on here, but also a very atmospherically driven album in the realm of power metal meets fantasy meets heavy metal. Great stuff here. Some of the best songs of Dio's career, in my opinion, were on Dream Evil. Great stuff. Dio's Dream Evil gets number 12. Coming in at number 11, Black Sabbath, The Eternal Idol, released in 1987 on Vertigo Records. Heavy doom metal from the UK. It's Black Sabbath. They had to make this list for 1987. This is one of my favorite albums from them. I do need to get it. I love the songwriting, the lyrics, the emotions, the guitar work, the production. Ozzy Osbourne's vocals on here. Very, very great stuff. And of course, Black Sabbath had to be on this list. You guys know what it is if you know Black Sabbath. You know this is a great album. The Eternal Idol gets number 11. Coming in at number 10, Sabotage, Hall of the Mountain King, released in 1987 on Atlantic Records. This is heavy power progressive metal from Florida. This is one of the best power metal albums of all time. My favorite Sabotage release. I'm definitely going to be getting this one. So many great memories and moments on this track for me, on this album for me, and one of the best they ever wrote in terms of execution, songwriting, guitar work, bass, drums, vocals, production. Just a very powerful, emotional, epic album full of fantasy-driven atmosphere and soundscapes. Very great stuff. Coming in at number 9, Armored Saint, Raising Fear, released in 1987 on Chrysalis Records, heavy metal from California. Armored Saint are absolute fucking legends, and they were also featured in the 1992 movie Hellraiser 3 in the bar scene. You guys can check that movie out. Awesome movie. But yeah, Armored Saint, such a powerful band, very legendary. Not talked about as much as I'd like to see them, so they are going to get some attention. I'm going to be getting some of their stuff. Raising Fear, an awesome fucking album from this band, and definitely one that stands out to me. This is a great album, number 9, Armored Saints, Raising Fear. Coming in at number 8, Overkill, Taking Over, released in 1987 on Megaforce Records. We got some New York thrash metal making its mark here on this list. Awesome stuff here from Overkill. If you guys know Overkill, then you know how important this album was. Overkill were taking the world by storm at this point, putting out some high-quality thrash metal with some very powerful lyrics and meaning, and of course, getting crowds together in large mosh pits. This is a great fucking record. Number 8, Overkill's Taking Over. Coming in at number 7, Voivod, Killing Technology, released in 1987 on Noise Records, thrash metal from Canada, Quebec. I mean, it's fucking Voivod's Killing Technology. A very profound statement on this record. It's all about getting rid of the AI and the technology that's going to eventually enslave humanity. Quite relevant to the events that are going on right now, and this was released back in 1987. So what were Voivod tapping into back then? Things that a lot of people know today. I was only 7 years old at the time, but my evolution into what is going on and the real truth about the world came in my teen years. This album definitely helped to facilitate that for me. Very powerful album for myself. I've seen Voivod live. This is fucking sick stuff. Killing Technology from Voivod gets number 7. Coming in at number 6, Sodom with Persecution Mania, released in 1987 on Steamhammer Records. German thrash metal legends making this list once again. This is a very profound album, very political, very emotionally charged, very real in terms of real life themes. Lyrics, drums, bass were great, fucking powerful, aggressive thrash metal to get you pumped to triumph over the forces of evil in this world. Very awesome album, great stuff. Sodom's Persecution Mania. Make sure you pick it up. I'm going to be grabbing this one. Gets number 6. Coming in at number 5, Death Metal Legends Death with Scream Bloody Gore, released in 1987 on Combat Records. Chuck Schuldiner, rest in peace. We miss you. We love you, brother. This was the album that started it all for Death. One of the pioneering albums of death metal, along with Seven Churches and Season of the Dead from Necrophagia. This is Chuck's least favorite album for some reason. I'm not sure why, but this was a very gore-splattered, disgusting death metal album with that very gory, putrid production. I love the basic songwriting on here. It's got a little bit of a different experimentation happening, but not as much as we would see on subsequent albums. But Scream Bloody Gore is an absolute legendary album from Death, and there's no way I could not include them. Gets number 5. Coming in at number 4, Thrash Metal Legends from Germany, Creator, Terrible Certainty. Released in 1987 on Noise Records. This is some amazing stuff from Creator. The follow-up to Pleasure to Kill. Great fucking stuff here. One of my favorites from Creator. Definitely going to be getting this one as well. This one has some of my favorite songs, riffs, drums, bass, chorus, production, and vocals, and lyricism from Creator. This is a profound statement of uncertainty and also some of the future events that we're seeing now. Of course, bands in the thrash always wrote about the real world and what's going on. This is an awesome record. Number 4, Creator's Terrible Certainty. Coming in at number 3, Necrophagia, Season of the Dead, released in 1987 on Renaissance Records. Death metal from Ohio and the pioneering album for horror metal from these awesome guys. Rest in peace to Killjoy. I miss you every day, brother. Season of the Dead did so much for death metal and horror metal. Obviously, this is a very scary record for 1987. I cannot believe the atmosphere that emits from this record. Just pure putrid fucking death and disgust and stench high filled in the air. This is a great fucking album. It's Necrophagia's Season of the Dead. Gets number 3. Coming in at number 2, Bathory, Under the Sign of the Black Mark, released in 1987 on Black Mark Productions. Black metal legends themselves from Sweden. This is one of the pioneering black metal albums. In fact, a lot of people consider this to be the black metal album, and it is very high up there for myself. This is one of the most powerful black metal albums of all time. I've got it on vinyl. I blast this constantly. I have 3 fucking Bathory shirts, so what does that tell you? I have to get Blood, Fire, Death as well. This is one of my favorite albums of all time. This is legendary, epic, dark, atmospheric, occultic, hateful, and depressing, all at the same time with a tinge of that misanthropic anger and anguish. This is perfect. Bathory's Under the Sun of Black Mark gets number 2. Coming in at number 1, Mayhem with Death Crush, released in 1987 on Poser Corpse Music. Yes, that's the pink album cover. That's originally how it came before the repress. Black metal from Norway, Norwegian black metal gods, Mayhem. The band, to me, that helped start it all for black metal, along with Bathory from Sweden. This is obviously Mayhem's from Norway. This album did so many things for black metal, and it scared the shit out of so many fucking people. Sylvester and Fang's legendary intro lives on almost 40 fucking years later. Here we are, and it's Mayhem's Death Crush. What more do I need to say, man? Euronymous, Maniac, Messiah, and of course Hellhammer on this record, or Necro Butcher too. Absolutely amazing stuff. Or not Messiah, Maniac. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, Mayhem's Death Crush gets number 1 on my top 15 metal albums from 1987. Alright, so there you have it. Another top 15 in the books here on Music of Destruction. Hope you enjoyed the premiere. If you're new, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, select all for all notifications, teespring.com/music-of-destruction for merch there, bonfire.com/store/music-of-destruction. Got some awesome merch up on the Bonfire as well. Make sure you check that out. The Seed episode 35, the history of Cryptopsy, is up on the Patreon page, patreon.com/music of destruction, sorry. Yeah, $5 a month, get access for life to these podcasts. Gonna be coming up with some new ideas for the Seed episode 36. If you have any, leave it in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. We'll see you for Metal Album Warfare Fridays. Cheers and stay fucking metal. Take care.